Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Saisha's Tech. This is Ambok Kaliwa. If you are new to my channel, please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates. In the last video, we understood about random forest. We initially started with the definition of random forest. We came to know how the random forest works. Thereafter, what are the important hyperparameters which we should tune for random forest? We concluded the last video with advantages and disadvantages of random forest. In today's video, we will be understanding the practical implementation of random forest in R. Before deep diving into the practical application, we will understand what are the different tuning parameter approaches which we have to tune the random forest model. There are many approaches for hyperparameter tuning. I have listed some of them. Let us dive in each one of them. Manual. Here you choose a hyperparameter depending on your intuitions or your past experience or randomly guessing the hyperparameters. Now, for each of the guessed hyperparameters, you build the model and you test it on your test data. You choose the optimal hyperparameter from your guessed hyperparameters for building the model. Similarly, grid search. Here, you build a grid or mesh of all the combinations of hyperparameters. And for each of the combination of hyperparameter, you build the model and you test it. You repeat this process until you get your satisfactory results. Random search. There is a similarity between grid search and random search. That is, in both the cases, you build grid, that is the combination of hyperparameters. But the difference between the grid search and the random search is, here, the hyperparameters which you choose are randomly chosen. Thereafter, for these randomly chosen hyperparameters, you build the model, you test it on the test data and choose the optimal parameter for accuracy or MAPE. The most efficient or the best hyperparameter tuning is automated hyperparameter tuning, wherein you utilize some of the algorithms like gradient descent. That is, you randomly start with one of the hyperparameter and then you tune it for achieving the global minima. This is how you tune your random forest model for highest accuracy or MAPE. Now let us dive into practical application. The R code contains the random forest classification model implementation with hyperparameter tuning. In the line number 6 and 7, I am setting the directory and removing all the files from the environment. There are two libraries which are important for this implementation. One, MLR, which is a hyperparameter tuning package. The second, random forest, that is the model which we are going to build. I am going to load these two packages to the R memory. Input data, which is the data which we are going to build our model on. This is the same game portal data which we had discussed in the last video, wherein we have many numeric and categorical variables with churned as our target attribute. There are 3209 observations with 15 variables. There is one attribute, that is customer ID, which is not important for the model building, hence I am removing it. Let me set the seed for random shuffling of the data. I have randomly shuffled the data. Now I am going to split the data into train and test with 75% of the data in train and 25% of the data in test. Let me set the seed for hyperparameter tuning parameters setting. Here I am formatizing the target attribute as factor. Now in line number 49, we are creating a task which is a classifying task with train data as the data and target as churned. This will be helpful in hyperparameter optimization. In line number 54, we are building a learner. This learner is of classification model for random forest and the response type is predict. Now, the parameters which we are passing over here are two. One is entry. Entry represents the number of trees to grow. Similarly, mtree, it is the number of variables available for splitting at each tree node. For entry, I have considered 10% of the number of observations, that is the maximum tree which we can grow. And for mtree, I have considered the 1/3 of our variables which are present in the data. We are going to consider variable importance that is defined in line number 58. Now let me create a grid. Now grid is the number of hyperparameters which we want to utilize. Here for entry, the lower threshold and the upper threshold are from 10 to 10% of the observations, and for mtree it is 1/3 of the attributes of the data to all the attributes of the data. Then we are going to take 10 iterations for fine tuning of the parameters. That is 10 times the parameters are chosen from the grid of the data. Let me run it. We are going to use 3 folds for the cross validation, and line number 74 we are optimizing our parameters. This parameter optimization is using random search, and we have utilized 10 iterations for choosing the parameters. Now you can observe the 10 iterations are complete. With that, the number of trees which we should grow is 81, and the M trees, that is the number of nodes which we should consider during splitting, is 12. So you can see those are the best parameters. With this, I am passing the optimized parameters to the random forest model, and we are going to build the model. Similarly, I am going to predict it on the test data and build the confusion matrix to assess the performance. This is how you build a random forest model with optimization of hyperparameters. If you like my video, please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.